I'm Cheryl Hammond, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about how you can use your existing software assurance benefits for a new offering from Microsoft, the DevOps Deployment Planning Services. Let's get started. We're going to talk a little bit in this video about what DevOps is about and the benefits to you of investing in DevOps maturity for your organization. Then we'll walk through the process of the deployment planning services offering for Microsoft and see how you can use that time with Northwest Cadence to get a real jump start on some of these beneficial practices. DevOps is often thought about as the collaboration between development and operations, which it is, but there's a lot more to DevOps that encompasses the entire software development lifecycle. Everything from how you plan and track your work to how you monitor and make decisions based on data that you gather in production. The business benefits of a DevOps investment are enormous. They enable your organization to do a lot of things that simply can't be done without the right sets of tools, practices, and investments in your people to enable them to really understand the process and take advantage of it. Once you have some of these practices in place, like continuous delivery, automated pipelines for release, deployment, and testing, there are so many things that your organization can do to give you a real advantage in your market and enable you to serve your stakeholders more effectively. Microsoft has created a 7-part model for assessing DevOps maturity. It spans that entire development lifecycle that we saw just a moment ago. And these categories are areas where we would investigate your current practices, understand your pain points and your priorities, and give you targeted recommendations for ways that you can improve to get immediate benefit. Let's talk about what a DevOps assessment would look like in terms of logistics and your experience. The assessment process is something done on-site at your organization. The funding for this is provided mainly from Microsoft. And so the initial assessment consists of kickoff meetings where we'll give you in-depth presentations to talk about what DevOps is and who's involved, and the benefits that your organization can experience from, again, investing in improved DevOps practices. For the balance of the assessment, we're going to spend our time on site with a Northwest Cadence consultant interviewing the stakeholders inside your organization. We don't just want to talk to technical folks like the development team or the operations team, although those folks are critical and key players in the process. We also want to expand our view and talk to your business stakeholders, your sales field, your leadership and management, and understand what their needs are beyond just the technical realm. To the extent that we can get that wide range of representation, you'll get that much better an assessment, looking at all the things that are needed for DevOps to take root in your organization. We want to look at those 7 dimensions to understand your current level of performance in each of those areas and to help you identify your best opportunities for immediate improvement. We also want to look at your business needs in the longer term, 6 months to a year or even more, to help you set up the dominoes, as it were, to improve maturity in the long term without sacrificing the needs of that short term. Let's talk about what your final deliverables will be from this assessment. First of all, I mentioned that we'd be doing presentations on the definitions of DevOps and the business value of DevOps. Anything that we show you in terms of slide decks, we'll leave those things behind so that you can share them throughout your organization. Microsoft has prepared a fantastic white paper that talks through the 7 aspects of their maturity model in great detail, talking about why you need those aspects, why they picked them, and what the different levels of maturity represent. Specific capabilities that you either have or perhaps would like to have or are not ready for, and understanding how we arrive at the determination of your current situation. And finally, and this is the big part, you'll get a detailed personalized report which will be shared with your organization as well as with our sponsors from Microsoft. And those will include our detailed findings about your organization and your situation and priorities. Northwest Cadence has a policy that nothing in that report should ever be a surprise to you. So anything that we write down there will be something that we've discussed in conversations with you, and really you've helped us drive what those findings will be. We're not going to disappear and then send you out of the blue a piece of paper with lots of stuff in it that isn't realistic for you. We'll be vetting this report together, and you'll be absolutely sure that that's something that you've bought into and can use in your organization. If you'd like to know more about the DevOps Deployment Planning Services offering with Northwest Cadence, you can contact us at clientservices@nwcadence.com. We can help you figure out what level of software assurance benefits you may have, and put together vouchers in a combination that works for you, encompassing potentially DevOps as well as issues like quality and agility, piecing that together into a very full-featured offering with a lot of funding support. We hope that you have found this intriguing and that you'll let us know. I'm looking forward to going out and meeting lots of you and talking to you about how our experiences with DevOps can help you advance your business needs. So again, I'm Cheryl Hammond, and I hope to see you on site at an engagement soon. Thank you for listening.